Adam, speaking of Adam, thank you, caller. I forgot his name.
Oh
Jerome.
Lord,
Thank you,
that's
Jerome.
okay.
Adam, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi Jesse.
Hey, Adam.
Hi man. Okay, that was a great call. God, I want to talk about it. But what I want, okay, so I bought a book from you from Raise Your Responsibility.
Amazing book.
Yeah, and then you wrote a really nice thing to me, handwritten in there, and I read the book. Um, and what I want to talk to you about is stepfathers, man. You had a stepfather, right?
Yes.
Me too. Me too. And I loved my stepfather. I love him. I love my stepfather. He's dead now, but I love him.
He did.
He's dead. And it sounded like when I read your book that you loved your stepfather too.
I did, but I never
Yeah.
really accepted him as I never accepted him as a father because inside of me I yearned for my real father. I wanted even though my stepfather was very nice to me, he took care of me when I was up there in Indiana, as he did his children. But inside of me, I never accepted him as my father. My without even understanding what was happening to me, I was yearning for my real father.
I had the same experience, Jesse.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I loved him more than I thought I could love anybody,
Right.
except my real father.
Yep. Every
Ex.
human being on this earth, there's not one. The void that's in them that cannot be fulfilled with anything, money, people, places, or thing, or anything, except a return to the Father. When they return to the Father, then that emptiness will disappear. But unless they do that, whether the father, even if they're raised by their fathers and mother together, right? If they have that anger, are they still going to be yearning for the father because the anger has caused them to turn away from the father, and that's what is missing. That's what salvation is all about: a return to the Father.
I loved him so much. The stepfather, I loved him so much, but he could never do enough uh,
Yeah,
to get to my. If any chance I got, I would tell him, "You're not my real father."
yeah, absolutely, and I
I
totally
and I
understand.
loved I loved him so much because he tried as best as he could, and there's nothing he could do to get through. There's nothing he could do to love me enough. I will
Yes,
never accept him.
yeah. This is why another reason, not the only reason, but the why that when the voices happen, or you make babies out of wedlock, the woman should not put another man in that home with the children, or the man should not put another woman in that home with the children. Don't bring another woman between he and his children, and the woman should not bring another man between she and the children because it will do is create
It carries
animosity.
problems.
Yeah, it just
It cre-
creates. Yeah, absolutely.
Jesse, I read your book and I felt it. So it's exactly what happened to me. I loved my stepfather. So my stepfather is in the Hall of Fame for softball in Washington. This man could hit a home run just about every time. Big man, right?
Yeah,
Masculine man, hit the home run, and he made my real father look like a little weakling, right?
yeah.
I love my stepfather. We go to the softball games. He hit that home run every time, man. Hit the home. He's got 10,000 home runs. He's in the Hall of Fame, right?
And
Love it.
have you forgiven your father and your mother?
Yeah, I did, Jesse.
Okay,
Yeah, I did.
right on.
Yeah, yeah, I did. What I'm talking about though is uh what I want to call you about was that the thing about it is that when my stepfather died, what I realized, what I wanted to was when the stepfather dies, you lose all that family. because those people don't want to talk to you all again, ever again, because they're not your blood.
That's a good point. Right.
That's the hardest point why you don't want to get involved in stepfather and stuff like that,
Yeah.
because it involves these halfway marriages. When you love your stepfather so much, and then he dies, and those people are never going to talk to you.
I've never thought about that, but that is so true. That when you have a stepfather or stepmother, the father or the mother side of the family pretend they love you, they act like you family, and blah, blah, blah. And you'll grow up thinking that they really do love you, but they don't. And if one of the parents, if the father died or the mother died, those people scatter. They go their way and they act as though you never existed. That is such a good point, because people are pretenders. They're actors and actresses on a stage. There's nothing real about human beings. They're just pretenders. It's easy to live a showcase personality, and so it's just a showcase personality because human nature is evil and it has no love. So that's why that happens.
Jesse, I got all these pictures of me hanging off the biceps of all the men that I thought were my uncles. They're just my fake uncles.
Yeah.
They're fake because they're my stepfather's friends.
Yeah.
Once my stepfather dies, they're not gonna let me go hang out with them. They're like, what are you doing over here?
That's right, man. Amazing point. Thank you, Adam. What amazing point. It's all fake. Human beings are evil, pure evil, pure evil. Everyone you look at, except for those whose heart has changed from anger to love, are pure evil. You're dealing with human nature, and human nature is evil.